all my successful lions out there. I'm back. Video number 2 of this episode. All right, like I said, we're doing a book today. That's how the episodes are done. So this is episode number 16, and the book of choice is called What's on Your Mind, written by MERLIN Carother's. All right, this book is really a spiritual book. It just teaches of different ways of, different things that men went through. They talk about a minister, they talk about a priest, they talk about a regular man in his life, overcoming sin, going through sin, and, the repercussions of sin. When you break God's laws, statutes, and commandments, you're going to go through hell. And this is what I had to experience in my own life on my journey, that the best way to live is try to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments that God set forth in the Bible. I was a lukewarmer. I was somewhat halfway in, halfway out, a believer, but I didn't believe that we had to follow any laws, you know what I mean? So it's crazy that we'll follow the laws of these courts, but we won't follow the laws of the Lord, which is kind of asinine to me. So we're going to read a few pages out of this book today. What's on your mind? What's on your mind? All right. So we're going to go to page 23. Okay. Chapter 3, where thoughts originate. Satan did not try to force Eve in disobeying God. He simply maneuvered her into thinking about it. He suggested the benefits she should consider. Eve thought about them and then looked at the forbidden fruit with new interest. It looked good, but it had always looked good. The fruit hadn't changed. Only Eve's thoughts had changed. Satan's strategy worked then, and it is still working now. Evil forces have skillfully and carefully conditioned the human race to believe that we are not responsible for our own thoughts. Educators, wise men, and teachers have indirectly taught that man is responsible for only what he does with the thoughts that come to him. Few have tried to explain where these thoughts originate. If a man can have that one flash, that one lustful moment, he is then willing to accept the teaching of Jesus and to cut off his immoral thoughts. Men have supported one another in this theology so they can continue to enjoy this brief disobedience to God. Wow. So I just read that. I'm not going to read a ton of pages. I never read a ton of pages. This is just, I produce books that have helped me, so you can go back and support that author, whether it's a audio book, get the physical book, or read it online, whatever you do, but support this author, MERLIN Carother's, man. What's on Your Mind? Great read, great book. Shout out to my pops, man, for blessing me with this book. And it's really a thin book too. It's really a thin book. It has different scriptures in it as well, and different stuff that men go through. Ministers in there, another man, and I think a priest, that all go through their own trials and tribulations, finding the Lord, disobeying the Lord, and coming back full circle. That's what life is about. But stay the course, men. Stay the course, men, women, kids that are watching this channel, or men that share my channel with their sons, their daughters, stay the course, okay? Now, we're gonna get to the cream of the crop, the Bible, all right? I always tell people this is my grandmother's Bible that I roll around with. My grandfather's Bible I keep in my home to protect me, protect my home, and when I read at home, I read his Bible. But my grandmother's Bible is what I roll around with day in and day out. She was a great woman, and I miss her every day, all right? So we're gonna go through today I picked out, like I said, when I do these episodes, I tie everything up like a bow. So we were speaking about semen retention. Is semen retention the only way? STD epidemic and the marriage/divorce surge in America right now, and I tie everything up like a bow. There's a lot of spirit, lustful spirit in the atmosphere, a lot of self-idolization, there's a lot of idol worship in the land, and it's been that way for some time. And I tell people, man, if you read the Bible, you know that we're in Satan's kingdom. As a righteous man, we try to, pick out, great things about this world that the Lord built, but we are in Satan's kingdom. We try to do the best we can day in and day out, giving all praise to the Most High, and try to conquer, every day, day by day, you know what I mean, and make this world a heaven while we can. Pick out certain stuff that we can do, but when you look around, man, it's not a good world that we're living in here. It feels like we're in captivity, man. And I don't want. For me, I wouldn't want my son or daughter living in this captivity, this rat race. People call it, the rat race of this world, and the wickedness of this world. And it might not be you or your family that's wicked, but your neighbor might be wicked. You see what I mean? So there's no escaping it. There's no escaping the wickedness of this land. All right, so we're going to read Ezekiel 36, God's promise, okay? So moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, when the house of Israel dwelt in their own land, they defiled it by their own way and their doings. Their way was before me as the uncleanness of a removed woman. Wherefore I poured out my fury upon them for the blood that they had shed upon the land, and for their idols wherewith they had polluted it. And I scattered them among the heathen, and they were dispersed through the countries according to their way and according to their doings. I judged them. And when they entered unto the heathen, whither they went, they profaned my holy name. And when they said to them, These are the people of the Lord, and are gone forth out of this land. But I had pity for mine holy name, which the house of Israel had profaned among the heathen, whither they went. Therefore said the house of Israel, Thus said the Lord God, I do not this for your sakes, O house of Israel, but for mine holy name's sake, which ye have profaned among the heathen, whither ye went. And I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them, and the heathen shall know that I am the Lord, said the Lord God, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. For I will take you from among the heathen, and gather you out of all countries, and will bring you into your own land. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean from all your filthiness, and from your idols will I cleanse you. A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit, and I put within you, and I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh. And I will put my spirit within you, and cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgments and do them. And ye shall dwell in the land that I give your fathers, and ye shall be my people, and I will be your God. I will also save you from your uncleanness, and will call for the corn, and will increase it, and lay no famine upon you. And I will multiply the fruits of the tree and the increase of the field, and ye shall receive no more reproach of famine among the heathen. Then shall ye remember your own evil ways and your doings that were not good, and shall loathe yourselves in your own sight for your iniquities and for your abominations. Incredible, 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 incredible. So that wraps everything up like a bow, man. You heard it first, man, that, a lot of stuff we do is unclean to the Most High. And I'm not sitting here as a hypocrite. I was of the world. I did these abominations. I did these uncleanly acts, okay? I committed sin, okay? I did these things. I'm not here, judging people on what they do. Like I said in the beginning of episode, the first episode we just did, is that, hey, if I save one person, my job is done. All right, I got 412 subscribers. Out of those 412, if I save one, my job is complete. Because one can save one, then two can save four, four can save eight, eight can save 12. You see what I mean? It becomes a domino effect. So I'm just spreading light, I'm spreading wisdom, and I'm getting the word, the Lord's word out there. This is the things that we should be doing as a people, as a culture, and I think the world would be a lot better if we did a lot of these things, okay? So all my successful lions out there, stay up, stay shining, stay smiling, and shine on them, man. I'll get with y'all soon. Peace.